Speaking in his signature style, Howard begins. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another captivating edition of Howard's Opinion. I'm your host, Howard, and we're delighted to have you tune in today as we delve into the most intriguing stories from the world of sports. As we embark on this journey through the latest developments, from the diamond to the gridiron, get ready for insightful analysis, thought-provoking commentary, and perhaps a few surprises along the way. First off, let's talk about the drama unfolding in the Bronx. The New York Yankees, after a tumultuous series against the Texas Rangers, found themselves on the brink of a 5-game losing streak. But as is often the case in baseball, one swing of the bat can change everything. And what a swing it was! Paul Goldschmidt's pinch-hit solo homer in the 7th inning not only put the Yankees ahead, but also snapped that dreaded losing streak, securing a 3-2 victory over the Rangers. Now, this win wasn't just about breaking a streak. It had significant implications for the playoff race. The Yankees, by avoiding the sweep, kept their footing in the American League's wild card hunt, maintaining a slim edge over the Rangers for that coveted third and final spot. And let me tell you, folks, the tension is palpable as we head into the latter part of the season. But what really caught my attention was the post-game commentary from Aaron Boone regarding Devin Williams' role as the Yankees' closer. After trading for David Bednar and Camilo Doval, the question on everyone's mind was whether Williams would retain his position. Boone's vote of confidence in Williams, despite recent struggles, speaks volumes about the team's strategy moving forward. And that's not all, folks. We also saw some remarkable performances from other players, like Ezequiel Duran with 3 hits for the Rangers and David Bednar, striking out 5 to secure his 18th save. These individual efforts are what make baseball so compelling, a true testament to the game's unpredictability. As we continue through this season, one thing is clear: every game counts, and the margin between victory and defeat is thinner than ever. The drama, the strategy, the heroics on the field, it all combines to create a narrative that keeps us on the edge of our seats. So, stay tuned as we explore more of these captivating stories from Major League Baseball and beyond. From the implications of recent trades to the standout performances shaping the season, we'll cover it all here on Howard's Opinion. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're glad you're still with us as we dive into our middle segment. Today, we're talking about a story that's got the sports world buzzing. The NFL has announced a ban on teams providing ammonia inhalants, including smelling salts, to players during games. Now, before you think this is a total prohibition, let me clarify. Players are still allowed to use these products. They just can't get them from their teams. Apparently, the league is concerned that smelling salts can mask signs of a concussion, which is a serious issue in the NFL. And I get it. Player safety should always be the top priority. But at the same time, you have players like George Kittle, the tight end for the San Francisco 49ers, who's been using these products for years and swears by them. He even joked about being distraught when he found out about the ban. Now, I'm not a doctor, but it seems to me that if these products are really that dangerous, maybe we should be looking at banning them altogether. But instead, the NFL is taking a more nuanced approach, allowing players to bring their own smelling salts to games. It's an interesting compromise, and I'm curious to see how it plays out. As always, we want to hear from you. What do you think about the NFL's ban on team-provided smelling salts? Do you think it's a step in the right direction for player safety, or is it just a bunch of hooey? Let us know on social media using the hashtag #Howard'sOpinion. And that's all for this segment. We've got one more story to go, and it's a doozy. Stay tuned for our final story of the day right here on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. I'm your host, Howard, and we're closing out today's show with a discussion on the latest developments in sports. Now, I know many of you are eager to dive into the world of football, basketball, and baseball, but today, we're going to talk about something a bit different. Soccer. Yes, you heard that right, soccer. Now, I've been following the League's Cup, and let me tell you, it's been an exciting tournament so far. The Minnesota United FC, or the Loons as they're affectionately known, have been making waves in the competition. Unfortunately, their unbeaten streak against Liga MX sides came to an end with a loss to Atletico San Luis. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Howard, what's the big deal about the Loons losing? Well, my friends, this loss is significant because it shows that the team still has a lot to work on. Their set-piece defending was woefully inadequate, and they struggled to break down San Luis's defense. You see, in soccer, as in life, you can't just rely on individual talent. You need strategy, teamwork, and a solid game plan. The Loons had their chances, but they couldn't capitalize on them. And when you're playing against a team that's sitting back defensively, you need to be clever and adaptable. Now, I'm not here to bash the Loons or their coach, Eric Ramsey. They've had an impressive season so far, and I'm confident they'll bounce back from this loss. But what I want to emphasize is that in sports, as in life, you can't get complacent. You need to keep pushing yourself, analyzing your mistakes, and learning from them. So what can we learn from the Loons' loss? Well, my friends, it's simple. Never underestimate the importance of teamwork, strategy, and adaptability. Whether you're playing soccer or navigating the challenges of everyday life, these qualities are essential for success. And that's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts. Keep on thinking, folks.